Isaiah 44:24, in light of the Messiah, who is Jesus really? Isaiah 44:24 says that God alone created the heavens and the earth, but the New Testament says that Jesus created everything. Who is Jesus really? Was he just a prophet, or is he the fulfillment of Isaiah's prophecy about the one true God? Stay with me as we uncover the undeniable truth about Jesus as the Messiah and Creator. Section 1. Isaiah 44:24. God alone created. Let's begin with a key declaration from the book of Isaiah, one that defines who God is and what makes him unique. Isaiah 44:24, KJV. Thus saith the Lord thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb, I am the Lord that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself. Key takeaways from this verse. 1. God alone created. No helpers, no angels, no prophets, no secondary beings. 2. He stretched out the heavens and formed the earth by himself. 3. This verse completely refutes the idea that someone else had a role in creation. Big question. If Isaiah 44:24 says God alone created, why does the New Testament say Jesus created everything? Section 2. The New Testament declares Jesus as the Creator. Now let's compare Isaiah 44:24 with what the New Testament reveals about Jesus. John 1:3, KJV. All things were made by him, Jesus, and without him was not anything made that was made. Colossians 1:16-17, KJV. For by him, Jesus, were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible. All things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist. Hebrews 1:10, KJSV. And thou, Lord, in the beginning hast laid the foundation of the earth, and the heavens are the works of thine hands. Key takeaways from these verses. 1 John 1:3. Jesus created everything, no exceptions. 2 Colossians 1:16. Jesus created all things, including heaven and earth. 3 Hebrews 1-10. The Father himself calls Jesus the Creator. Final verdict. The only way these verses can both be true is if Jesus is God, the fulfillment of Isaiah 44:24. Section 3. Is Jesus the Messiah, or more than that? Many people accept that Jesus is the Messiah, but they reject that he is God. What does the Bible say? Isaiah 9:6, KJV. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Key takeaways. 1 Isaiah 9:6 calls the Messiah Mighty God and Everlasting Father. These are divine titles. 2. Micah 5:2 says the Messiah has existed from everlasting. Only God is eternal. 3. The Messiah is not just a human deliverer. He is the eternal God made flesh. Big question. If the Messiah is only a man, why does Isaiah call him Mighty God? Section 4. Jesus fulfills Isaiah's prophecies. Isaiah not only described God as the sole creator, but he also prophesied about the coming of the Messiah who would be divine. Isaiah 7:14, KJV. Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Matthew 1:23, KJV. Behold, a virgin shall be with child, and shall bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which being interpreted is God with us. Key takeaways. 1. Isaiah prophesied that the Messiah would be called Emmanuel, God with us. 2. Matthew confirms that this prophecy was fulfilled in Jesus. 3. Jesus is not just a prophet or teacher, he is God with us. Big question. If Jesus is only a man, why is he called God with us? Section 5. Answering common objections. Objection number 1. Jesus was just a man chosen by God. Answer. Isaiah 9:6 calls him Mighty God, a title only used for Yahweh. Objection number 2. Jesus was just a prophet, not the creator. Answer. John 1:3, Colossians 1:16, and Hebrews 1:10 say Jesus created all things. If he was just a prophet, this would be impossible. Objection number 3. God is one, so Jesus cannot be God. Answer. Isaiah 44:24 says, God created alone. John 1:3 says, Jesus created all things. The only explanation, Jesus is God. Final verdict. Jesus is not just a prophet or a created being. He is the fulfillment of Isaiah's prophecies and the one true creator. Final challenge and call to action. Now it's your turn. If Jesus isn't God, why is he called Mighty God in Isaiah 9:6? If Isaiah 44:24 says God created alone, how can Jesus also be the creator? How do skeptics explain Hebrews 1:10, where the Father calls Jesus the creator? Like, share, and comment below. Do you believe Jesus is God? Let's discuss. Subscribe for more biblical truth that exposes deception.